Yo, what's good? Welcome to the YouTube channel. Obviously you clicked this video because of the title. We're here to talk about plates actually carrying over from NBA 2K26 to NBA 2K27. Now, today we're going to be talking about the social media uproar. We're going to talk about, is this actually official? Is it a W? Is it a L? It's so many things that we need to talk about. But first and foremost, IKC Nation, I appreciate y'all showing up for the stream the other day. I saw we had like 800 concurrent viewers on the dashboard, so I really appreciate y'all for showing up to the streams. Also, shout out to everybody that was on Twitch as well. But let's go ahead and hop into this video.
If you're a vet, you're coming back from 2K26, your highest overall performance tier plate color is going to carry over from 2K26. And that means even on day one of 2K27, there are going to be plenty of other players at your same skill level. And also, last thing, by the way, with this means that the casual court in the park and the casual door in the theater have now been merged here into the casual corner, all in one safe space. If you're a vet.
All right, chat. Obviously I had to show y'all that video just to give you guys a little bit of context on what we're here to talk about. Now, obviously we all know every 2K we reset at 0. We get nothing as my career players coming into the new game. But 2K switched it up this year. Not only are they not giving us VC and allowing us to carry our items over, they're allowing our plates to carry over. What does that mean for someone like, let's say, for instance, a gold plate? That means when you get on the game for NBA 2K27 at your low 60 overall, it may even be lower this year, who knows? But when you come into the game, your plate will automatically show that you are someone who has grinded somewhat in last year's game and that you are a fair player at the gold standard. Now, to all my purple and Hall of Fame, purple and red plate players out there, when it comes to being a Hall of Fame player and a legend player, the wait times used to be insane, especially in matchmaking. Now, of course, when you go to the dots and you see a plate, you're like, I think I might be able to take them. But inside of matchmaking, it used to be really, really hard to get games. So what you're intentionally saying, 2K, is that all of the players that played last year are supposed to come over and keep their plates, right? But you're not counting for the players who may not have time to get on the game, right? That grinded. You're talking to players that might somewhat, some fashion said, I'm not playing 2K anymore, that grinded for those plates, as well as you're saying to people who obviously, because you're now dropping the I don't want to call it the beta, but the pre-play, you know what I mean? The actually 2 days earlier. So what you're saying to people is now, first day of the game, a lot of people took off the 28th, but now a lot of people now have to change their days up and get time off for the 26th. So you're already not counting that there's going to be 2 days of players that won't even probably be able to get on the game because they maybe took that vacation for that day for the 28th on, and they actually picked up swaps, or, you know what I mean, picked up some extra shifts the 26th and the 27th, thinking, okay, I'm going to be off for I don't know how long, so let me go ahead and get a little bit of work in. But let's talk about the plate thing for a moment, right? Now, obviously, I don't think that this is a way to showcase how bad people actually are at the game. For instance, if you were a red plate and you were a cheater last year, I don't think 2K is doing this to say, okay, this is how we catch cheaters day one, giving them their red plates from last year and seeing what their new shooting percentages, their new win percentages is, how many times they lag out or people lag out playing them. I don't think that's the reason in that. But what I actually truly think this is going to do is I think this is going to make people create brand new accounts. And I think, if I'm being honest with you, I think there's nothing better that'll help 2K besides you making a new account. And I know you probably thinking like, Carter, what does that have to do with anything? It's the same person. He just made a new account. Actually, what that is doing is that's showing 2K data wise that they're bringing in new players, because if your account is already inside the system, that doesn't mean anything. That's already data that's already analytically put in there. But when you yourself create a new account, even if you don't even play on your old account, which some people still probably are going to do it anyway, when you create that new account, 2K is basically telling the world like, hey, look at us. We got brand new players coming in out of the woodwork for 2K. This is one of the biggest games of the year. That's what the data is going to show. So you see what I'm saying? So what I would say to everybody, right, when it comes to this plate thing, this is the bid that we have to lay in, simply because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know why they're keeping the plates there, but it's something we have to deal with now. And the craziest thing is, my takeaway from it is there's no time to be a casual. We have zero time to be a casual. And what I mean by that is, inside of the live stream with Evan and Stacks, they were going over what casual court was going to look like. The casual court stuff from the theater, as well as, you know what I mean, making different, you know, uniformed editions of that mode and stuff like that. They called it a safe space, right? But the crazy thing about this safe space is that it's been dead every year. I went to the casual court on 2K26, literally the same day the game came out. People might have got maybe 2 or 3 games in before they were already a baller or a hooper. So literally being a casual, you're not going to be a casual for that long. And I feel like creating these safe spaces for new players really isn't doing anything. I feel like it's handicapping them, because yeah, maybe it'll take them to still watch some content and get better and, you know, do more and stuff like that. But essentially, I think that you're handicapping new players, because you're not showing them an elite level of playing, or a meta style of playing, or a comp style of playing, and you're not engaging their brains enough to say, hey, I actually have to get better. Because if I'm being honest, I don't know too many people that stay at the casual level, but if you are one of those people that stay a black plate all year long, more power to you. But for people like me that fluctuate from red, purple, gold, multiple builds, like if I create a build and I'm a black plate, and I take that build all the way to the red plate, that's not a indication that that's the build for me to play on so that I can be red plate. It's just me literally probably controlling the offense more often. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I get red plates for point guards and centers. I get purple plates for locks and shooting guards. For power forward, I'd be damned if I can get the purple. Gold be like the standard, but I'll sometimes make it the purple depending on if we get winning streaks. But really, the most times that I get red plate is controlling either the offense or controlling the boards and defense. That's kind of like how it works for me. But what I actually want to talk to y'all about is the social media uproar that has been going on about this. Now, everyone knows where I stand. If you are watching this video right now, if you like what I'm saying, like the video and share this clip, make a clip out of it, put it on social media, and let the people know what I'm saying. First and foremost, every video that I've been making for years have said that 2K should get into a 4-year game model where they build it out and the game is supposed to be called NBA 2K. And then as the seasons progress, let's say, for instance, this season in the actual NBA, the game is called NBA 2K, and on the, you know, the thumbnail on your game or whatever the case may be, or the description of the game, it'll say 2026 to 2027 season. And that's basically saying that, okay, this game came out during this actual NBA season. And they give that actually 4 years to cook up. You work on engine, you work on gameplay, you work on fixes, you work on bugs. You try to make that game the best game that spans the test of time. And if you buy that game, then you've purchased that game all 4 years. And if you want to get updates and all of these other things, or season passes and all of that, that's something separate. But the base game you paid for, and that's all you had to pay for 4 years. And within that, the VC, the items, the clothing, the accessories, the season pass rewards, all of these things we earned and buy carry over because it's still the same game, and we should keep all of what we earn and buy. That's where I stand. And for them to have plates carry over to 2K27 from 2K26 instead of the items we bought, the VC we purchased and earned, the shoes we created, like things that they know for a fact they're going to be in the next game. Or even if, let's say, for instance, they can't be in the next game. Let's say, for instance, what happened with the Kobe's. You know what I'm saying? They weren't really in the game. So if the Kobe's can't be in the game, maybe you create like a memorabilia, page that of all the items that are freaking retired or, so classic that they just can't even be touched, can't even grace the court. You make up some kind of reason on why we can't use those items because of course, contract negotiations fall through and things of that nature. And you say, hey, these things can't be used in our game, whatever the case may be. Or you just come out with a statement and be transparent and let us know, like, listen, we know y'all created all those Kobe's. We know y'all created all those LeBrons. We know y'all created all those Jordans. We know those New Balances had came out. We know those Adidas's had dropped, but they will no longer be able to be in the game. And you just be transparent with us. And then you take it out of the game and then we move on. But for the most part, we should be having things, especially over plates, carrying over to each new iteration of the game. Like that is just insane to me. But let's talk about some of the social media uproar, right? Now, obviously there are a lot of people who are going to troll, people who are just going to, drop the stuff for info. Ty Finesse, his video was the actual video that we watched. So shout out to Ty Finesse. He said, I think y'all might be overreacting about the plate color transferring from 2K26 to 2K27. I'm sure they're just talking about the casual corner, so people who actually know how to play don't go in there and beat up on noobs. What do you think every gamer wants to do? You just slapped probably 88% of the player base in the face just now. You will always have to realize that newcomers will never outweigh current players. It'll never happen. So of course we want to beat up on noobs. Of course we want to show them, you know what I'm saying, go lick your motherfucking wounds and come back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna holla at you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's what we want to do. Obviously 2K Intel tweeted about it. Tag said, if you play 2K26 and you hit purple or red plate on any of your builds, your highest overall performance plate color will transfer over 2K27 day one. You know what I'm saying? Throwing the little eyes, right? Swante said, if you hit red plate at any time on NBA 2K26, you start off the season as a red plate in NBA 2K27. Huge red flag for the future. This next level catering. Everybody play on a new account to avoid. Now, y'all already heard what I said in the beginning of this video about avoiding it. Avoiding it is just showing 2K that you are willing to make a new account for a plate. They're gauging how much you care about your name over a plate. You're willing to give up your gamer tag. Some people on social media are content creators. You're willing to give up your name for a plate that you're going to get to red anyway, or purple or gold. That they're checking our mentality right now. They're trying to see how far they can press our buttons until we cave. And I feel like that's just a caving moment. I wouldn't want to avoid. I would never give up iPod camcorder as my PlayStation or my Xbox account. I would never do that over a plate. Never would I do that. But what I will say is this is next level catering, because you're catering to the new player base, because you're basically moving everyone into skill-based matchmaking on day one of the game. You're doubling down on using plates as skill-based matchmaking. That right there is horrendous to me. I thought skill-based matchmaking meant matching up our wins, losses, our shot percentages, our well, I would say make percentages, our rebounds, our block, like basically how many points a person has scored in the. I thought that was supposed to be skill-based matchmaking, not the plate that you can get. Because if I'm being honest, I've been carried before. I've been in that, power forward area, not doing too much, might get a rebound here and there, play a little bit of defense. I got carried from a goal to a red plate before. Does that mean that I'm an elite player? Maybe, but not traditionally, because I got a guard scoring 40. My big is getting 22 and 30. Like, I'm coasting to the red plate. So I don't know if the plate is the real way to showcase skill-based matchmaking. I just don't think that's true. I don't think it should be like that. Let's say, all right, did I hear that right? Okay, so if I make a build day one, it will automatically be red plate, correct? What if I make a second build? Will that also be red plate? Will all my builds be red plate automatically that I'm making NBA 2K27? Now, I want to let y'all know that I did watch Chalk's video, and I want to watch it with y'all, and I want to gauge what you guys think about what Chalk had to say.
This is arguably the most
about what Chalk had to say about this.
important walk and talk of the year, and the game has not even come out yet. But obviously today was the gameplay reveal, and there was a lot of things that looked fire, man.
Hey, Chalk, boy, I see you shining, boy. I see you. Hey, Chalk, I see you. That ain't no normal carrots right there, nigga. That's carrots, nigga. I see you shining.
Be objective. I can look at this.
Oh, no, that nigga got 2 earrings. Hold on till that nigga is balling.
There's a lot of aspects I'm excited about. I actually spent the entire stream relatively excited. Even though the dribbling and the movement and everything looks stiff and slow, all of the new additions in 2K look extremely good. But there's one thing, man. There is one thing that is absolutely blowing the fuck out of me. And forgive me for cursing. I'm going to try and keep this as respectful as possible.
Hey, listen, when somebody start off they statement and say, I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible, they finna go the fuck off.
But it is.
Now, I do also need to let y'all know, Chalk played in the NBA 2K League. He's an elite player on 2K. A lot of people have had, cheating allegations against them and all of these type of things. In my book, that motherfucker still wash 50 to 60% of us easily. Nigga with half his eyes closed like this. Nigga playing like this. Nigga be green.
It's an absolute joke that you're telling me that because I hit red plate in NBA 2K26, I start off as a red plate in NBA 2K27. You're telling me that if somebody, whatever their highest achieved badge total was, or not badge total, their plate, whatever their highest achieved plate was, that they automatically start NBA 2K27 is that? How in the blue fuck does that make any sense? It is an entirely new game. You don't even know if you're going to be good at this game, but you're automatically starting as a red plate. So you're going to be a 60 overall in the park with no badges as a red plate. And is there any benefit to being a red plate? Do you get more rep? Nope. Do you get more VC? Nope. Do you get more badge progression? Nope. But in the name of fairness, you're going to start a brand new game that you haven't even played yet as the highest tier. And while we're on the topic, since our plate progression is going to swap over, can our VC come? Can we get some badge progression? Do we get anything for being in the highest tier other than longer wait times and more misery? And it's just a joke, man. I hate to be that guy, but there is no way anybody that knows about this is going to go into the year on their same account. Everybody's going to make a new account. Because why in the world would you want to start the year as a red plate? I don't want to start the year as a red plate. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be locked into red plate hell already. So why can't I enjoy 2 weeks learning the game like every other person that's playing it? It's just insane to me that we are punishing such a massive percent of the player base to coddle such a small percentage of new players that haven't played the game yet. It's a joke, man. And in reality, I'm sending this video out. I'm truly hoping that something changes to reward people for hitting that plate. Because at the current moment, nothing good comes of it.
I believe that was a great video. Very well explained. If I'm being honest, I feel the same way. But like I said, I'm not making a new account. Y'all will see iPod King Carter in the park as a 60 overall day one red plate, looking like shit out there. Okay, I seen a lot of the gameplay from Community Day and the play now, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I may look worse than them. There's a lot of nuances that I need to learn, a lot of things that I'm going to be going for. Obviously, middies and layups is back. Jalen Brunson, bitch. I'm just going to go ahead and say that out, straight up and down. If you want to be a elite finisher at the rim, get your layup packages, get your badges, get your takeovers. It's going to be a fucking insane ride. Middies look crazy. Standing middies, moving middies, post fades, it's so many fucking badges out here for all of this work. People just gonna get this work is insane. But again, Chalk is definitely right. We want to enjoy the game. We want to learn the game. But if I'm being honest with you, every other red plate is going to be in the same box that you're in. Hey, I got a plate. And now I got to go up against other plates that don't know the game just like me. So essentially, it does scare me because that does mean that if you're getting a red plate on your first initial build, what if you drop that down to silver just by getting a losing streak? What happens when you create another build? Would that build be red? Kind of scary. It's kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of scary. Now, let's see. Okay, so NBA 2K27 is going to transfer my highest plated build, so I get to play cheaters day one of NBA 2K27, but they can't transfer over my VC, huh? Hey, Chad, do you realize that like my influence over people and this whole transferring VC thing is really starting to become the talk of the town, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that I've been talking about this shit for years. And now people are starting to actually see like, hey, it actually makes fucking sense to transfer our VC over. And I'm glad that more people are actually talking about it. How am I be moving day one on NBA 2K27 after making my brand new account so my red plate doesn't transfer over? Oh my God, bro. Not playing like LeBron, bro. Not playing like LeBron. See, I've been talking about this for a minute. Obviously, I deleted all of my 2K26 builds and will be in black plate games. That's not how that works, though, Fab. They already got the data. They said the highest rated plate that you've ever achieved is automatically going to. Just because you delete that build don't mean they don't got the data, bro. Trust. Let me see. What else? Purple red plate transfer over from NBA 2K26 to NBA 2K27, but not your VC earn. Let that sink in, but they listen to the community. Hey, chat. I'm getting people, man. Listen, or look, there's no reason plates should transfer if my VC isn't being transferred as well. I'm getting people to talk about it more, man. VC, look, Zay versus, yeah, good thing I'm switching to Xbox, not gonna lie. At least also transfer people VC close, etc. This is extremely disappointing, man. This is what I want to see. I want to see people talk more about this because there's a possibility, man, that, real soon 2K will be able to do that because if I'm being honest, if you guys didn't know, they're coming out with a new app on your phone, on your iPhone, Android, whatever, called NBA 2K HQ. And with this app, you're able to talk to everybody in your crew. You're able to make builds on the go, like while you just bullshitting around on your phone, you can make builds. And they're going to be pushing this app heavily. But within this app is your 2K account. And if you're able to talk to people, from multiple consoles in one place, why shouldn't multiple builds be created for both consoles? Why can't you create one build one place and it go to the other console if you got two consoles? It's the same account. You're logging in with the exact same account. These are the stepping stones that we need. Like, these are them. Like, this is now. These are the stepping stones. And I believe like maybe it might take 2, maybe it might take 3 years, which fucking sucks because we want it now. But if 2K can make some abrupt changes and change the narrative about things and adhere to the consumers, sky's the limit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's a basketball game. All basketball lovers are going to play the basketball game regardless. All people who have friends that play that basketball game will play that basketball game straight up and down. If you join my Discord, yes, I'm talking to you. If you join my Discord, you will play that game because we're going to be running and we're going to be having fun. That's just how this shit goes as gamers. Yes, we love games. Yes, we hate games. Yes, we love games. Yes, we hate games. It's always a fucking up and down, man. It's a fucking sliding slope, man. You might love a game and then 2 months later you might hate it. They patch something, or you know what I mean, some event that was the best event in the game just not in the game no more. They just stopped doing that event. It's so many reasons why we don't like games and so many reasons why we love games. So it's really all about like, what are you gonna do? Because I know what I'm gonna do. I'm staying red plate. I'm coming in red plate, iPod King Carter on PlayStation 5, and then I'm just gonna be begging people for runs while they look at me and say shit. Because I might troll for like the first couple hours as a 60 overall. I might troll. I might literally troll. And I want to see who can carry me. Who can carry a red plate 60 overall? That's probably going to be my first video. But with that being said, chat, I know I kept you here for quite a while, but I just wanted to talk about it. Just wanted to shoot the shit with y'all. When I make videos, I don't necessarily want to come at it from a news aspect of just generally giving you the news, breaking that news down and giving you a short opinion. I like to ramble. I like to talk. I like to shoot the shit with y'all because I'm just a regular dude just like y'all, man. So I don't want to make it seem like I have this journalistic, integrity, and as well as I don't want to troll too much to where as though y'all come to the video and be like, man, Pod not talking about nothing. I like to talk about the facts. I like to talk about what the community is talking about, as well as giving my constant opinion throughout the video to make sure that you understand where I stand. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, chat, I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.
King Carter, King Carter, King Carter, Abba. King Carter, King Carter, King Carter, Abba. King Carter, King Carter.